Hi, Paul Marine here again with some tips on how to interpret the Bible. Religions teach you to take the words of the Bible literally. The first tip and the main tip is don't believe what your religion has told you. That will always get you into trouble. The words of the Bible are nothing more than symbols of spiritual truths. They are not to be interpreted according to man's understanding of what the words mean. Since heaven and hell are a very important topic in religion, probably all religions, but especially Judaism and Christianity, I'm going to start by talking about heaven and hell. Religions teach us that heaven and hell are real places. You go to heaven after you die if you've done all the right things, and you go to hell after you die if you've not done those right things. And then religion teaches you what the right things are you should do and what the wrong things are that you should not do. The right things are assumed to be those things that the Bible talks about that are good and righteous. And the wrong things are the things that the Bible says not to do, that are evil. The right things can be summarized as religious works that are defined by each religion. And each religion has its own package of works that are considered to be good and righteous and pure and worthy of getting you into heaven. Because of these teachings, people believe that religion is the way to go to heaven. And they also believe that if they don't follow that religion and the teachings of that religion, they will surely go to hell. This is all wrong teaching because it puts the emphasis on works, physical works that God abhors. It is also wrong teaching because it does not emphasize the heart. The heart is the thing that God looks at. God does not look at man's works. People that interpret the Bible symbolically and not literally understand that heaven and hell are not real places, but heaven and hell are symbolic terms that represent the condition of your heart. If your heart is pure and it has God's laws written in it, then you are, in God's opinion, you are in heaven now. You don't have to wait to go there sometime in the future. But if your heart is not clean and pure, you live in hell. That's the way God looks at it. So it's an either-or situation. You live in hell if you do not have God's laws written on your heart. You live in heaven if you do have God's laws written on your heart. It's that simple. With the right symbolic interpretation of the Bible in mind, we live now, every day, in a state of heaven or hell. Heaven and hell are not someplace you go after you die. You live in heaven today if you have God's laws written in your hearts, or you live in hell if you do not have God's laws written on your hearts. You're going to wonder, where do I get this idea? It's going to sound like something that I've made up just to spoil your religion. Not so. I got it from the Bible. But I didn't get it from the literal words of the Bible. I get it from the symbolic meaning of the words of the Bible. There's a big difference. So if you want to know what God really means by heaven and hell, you're going to have to go back to the Bible and not just read the literal words. You're going to have to listen to God's voice while you're reading those words. You're also going to have to reject all of the teaching that you've ever had from your religious leaders about heaven and hell. You're free, of course, to hold on to those teachings if you want, but I'm telling you that if you do, then you will never understand what God is trying to tell you when He speaks to you as you're reading His Word. If you're open to the idea that there might be a little bit of truth in what I'm trying to tell you, then I recommend that you go to the link that's listed at the end of this video. It's called thewaywesee.com/links. The link on the video is not itself an active link. You'll have to type thewaywesee.com/links in your browser. You'll go to a page where you'll find a posting about heaven and hell. Look at the links that are associated with that posting and read those links, and that will help you understand why heaven and hell are not real places. If you would stop listening to what your religious leaders say, and if you would read those links, you're well on your way to living in freedom from fear of going to hell. Moreover, you will deliver yourself from the need to practice religion with the hopes of going to heaven.